Welcome to Kid Connection. We are going to learn about the good news that God gave us in the Bible. Our episode is called Vertical Edge, Working for God. But before we get started with that, we have to sing our startup song, Living Inside Out. Ready? Let's go. Great! Now let's sing a song that gives us power over difficult times. I will never fail you. So let's sing. Vertical edge. What do we mean by vertical edge? Working for God? Well, we've talked about vertical before, and we've talked about what horizontal is. Horizontal is the horizon. It's from side to side when we're looking straight ahead. And vertical is up and down. It's our connection to God. Our verse for this episode is, work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for God rather than people. That's found in Colossians 3:23. All right, I want you to say it with me this time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for God rather than people. Colossians 3:23. Great job. Our theme is, our goal is to be like Jesus. That's our goal, to be like Jesus. All right, goal. What is that? Well, let's think. Is it the each end of your soccer field where those nets are? Yes, it is. Well, what about the hoop on the basketball court? Yes, getting it through the hoop is your goal when you're playing basketball. Then there's the end zone when you're playing football. Everybody who's playing tries to get this ball in the end zone. Well, what about baseball and the home plate? The home plate is very, very important in baseball. Did you watch the World Series this last week? What was their goal? Well, their goal was for more of their hitters to touch home base than the other team. How do we get to the goal of being like Jesus, our theme? How do we do that? Does it just happen overnight? No, we have to work at being like Jesus. Have you ever heard of the letters WWJD? Have you heard of that? What does that stand for? Well, that stands for, what would Jesus do? You know, when I think of those letters, it helps me when I'm having a tough time making a decision or figuring out exactly what to do. What would Jesus do? Remember those letters. It can help you through difficult times. In Acts chapter 16, it talks about how sharing about Jesus was very hard. You see, there were two men who were traveling from one town to another. They were Paul and Silas. They were Christians. And at each town they traveled through, they shared about the love of Jesus. Well, while they were walking along the road, this one particular time, a girl was following them, and she was shouting at them. She was shouting, "These men are servants of the Most High God. They are telling you how you can be saved." She did this because her mind was not well. This went on for many days, and Paul finally stopped and talked to her about how Jesus loved her and how he could help her. Well, she immediately believed and was free of her sins, and her mind was healed. Well, there was a problem here because there was people in that town that didn't like Paul helping this girl. So they grabbed Paul and Silas and they beat them and they threw them in jail. Wow, that was tough. They sat in that jail, cold and hurting. So do you think this caused Paul and Silas to stop telling anybody anymore about Jesus? No way. When they got out of that jail, they continued to share the good news of Jesus. You know, Paul was put in jail for telling people about Jesus many, many times. It was important to Paul that he kept sharing this good news about Jesus and the love that Jesus has for us. Even when it hurt and when it was hard, he kept going towards the goal of being like Jesus. I love sports. I love watching sports. Football's my favorite. You know, but I really never got to play sports as a kid. for girls, we didn't really have that opportunity like they do today. Girls get to play all kinds of sports, and it's really cool. I raised 4 children. One of them was a girl, and she got to play all those sports, and I got to watch them all play. And it was great. They played in high school, and some of them even went on to play in college. But, you know, I was too busy working and raising kids to really get to play with them. You know, but I always wanted to be able to dribble and shoot like they did. So, what do you think? If I keep working at it, will I get better? If I keep practicing, what do you think? Ah! Well, yeah, I need to practice. You know, the greatest athletes in the world all have one thing in common. They all work hard to get better at what they do. To get really good at something, yeah, it's going to take some work. I'm going to have to keep working on it. I have a video here I want you to watch. And it's someone who had to work hard, and they had to keep going. Even if it meant falling down a few times, they had to keep practicing. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm a dancer, and I want to learn how to skateboard. I'm here to skate park to meet my coach. There he is. Wow, he's really good.
Hey, I'm Mackie.
I'm Haley, nice to meet you.
Hey Haley, I'm gonna be your skateboarding coach today.
This is Mackie. He's a professional skateboarder.
So I see you got a little pink in the helmet, a little pink on the board, pink on the shirt. So would you say you're a little girly or
I'm
what?
definitely a girly girl.
You might take a few spills. It's concrete here, not padded floors. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Skating's hard. It's one of those things that's guaranteed not to be easy, but that's a good thing. It's kind of like, you know, living the Christian life. Things are gonna get hard, you're gonna get knocked down, and you just keep pressing on.
First, I need to put on my gear. Safety first. Mackie says I need to relax before we start any skating.
Bent knees. Chillin', chillin'. Look this way.
No, you're gonna push me.
Just a little bit. Just gently.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. Now what?
No, just ride. Just ride. Go ahead, give it a try.
Okay.
See what happens.
I'm so scared.
It's good to be scared. Yeah, hold on.
I was feeling pretty good until I got my first goal. Riding a ramp.
I'll hold your hands. We're gonna go up this one. And
Okay.
we're gonna come back down backwards.
Okay.
Full speed ahead.
Okay. This is hard. Oh my gosh, that is so First goal accomplished. Now on to the next ramp. This one looks a lot bigger.
Get over it. Better relax. All right. Oh. You forgot the let go part. Ah! Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You did it. Great job today. Really proud of you. You've done everything I thought you were going to and a whole lot more. Work on bending your knees. Always looking the direction you're going. Wear your pads. Stay safe. But just go have some fun on your board and get comfortable with it.
Perfect. Sounds good. I went home and started practicing. A few days later, I went back for lesson 2. Yeah, I still need some more practice.
So what have you been working on?
I worked on turning my feet and keeping my knees bent. I would like to know how to turn.
Cool.
That would be cool. Then I can maybe go somewhere or something.
We got started on my goal of learning to turn.
Put a little pressure on your back foot. Mm-hmm. You can actually lift your board up and turn.
That doesn't look too hard.
Close, kind of.
Keep your weight forward.
I'm starting to get the hang of it. Now it's time to take it to the ramp.
One more. Whoa!
Down.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Good. Grab your board.
Didn't hurt.
Another one.
I did not stand up. Oh, that was a big fall.
Just stay there for a second. You okay?
That one really hurt. But I'm gonna get back up and press on.
Stay
Okay.
focused. Don't be scared. I believe that you can land it this time.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Yeah!
I did it. Another goal accomplished. After more practice, I was ready to meet Mackie for my final lesson.
Hey!
Hey.
Well, I figured we'd go outside today instead of sitting in the park. I know this is what you want to do. What better way to learn than to do it?
Awesome.
We started off cruising around the park.
Ah! I almost fell. Woohoo! Yeah.
Things were going awesome. Until we came to this corner.
This is a really good test because this is exactly what you want to be able to do. This is real life. There's cracks. We're in the park. It's a real turn. It's kind of a hard turn. Okay. So just do everything you know that you've learned. Get that lean. You're gonna make it.
Ah! I didn't make it this time. Or this time. Or this time. You get the idea.
What?
Sorry.
Start tacking a little bit. Give it a little. Hey! Hey, great job. Look at how easy that was for you. You did awesome in the park. You took some good slams. You know how to push really well. You've got your balance, and you're making hard turns. So I think the only real thing that's left to do is just practice more. So let's just go ride.
Cool.
I'm skateboarding. Even though it was hard at times, it was totally worth it. You just gotta press on.
Well, she did it. She rode the skateboard. She managed to reach her goal. She fell down a lot. What if she had quit? She never would have found out how good she could have been, how much fun it was to ride that skateboard. It's the same with us. We need to keep trying, working on the things that are difficult, even when we keep falling down or missing the hoop. We all have dreams. We all have goals. Maybe you have thought about what your life is going to be like when you get older. But you know, the challenge as we grow is to stay on the right path, to grow up to be like Jesus. That's our goal. Remember, our goal is to be like Jesus. Let's pray. Jesus, thank you for these examples, how strong these people were to pursue, to go forward and to challenge themselves, to keep trying. Jesus, I just pray you'll help each one of these children and whoever's watching to make it their goal to be like you, to press on, to keep going on the path, even when it gets difficult, even when we fall down. Help us to get up and keep going, following you. In your precious name, amen. I asked you a question on our last video lesson. The question was, how many bags of money did the third worker get? How many bags? So several of you answered. I put your name into my basket. Jim, what was the answer to the question?
The third worker got 1 bag of money. Let me choose who's going to get out of there.
Let's see,
Okay,
1 bag. Okay, who guessed right? Oh,
Joseph! Yeah, Joseph! You
Joseph,
got it!
you're the winner. I love it. You get to go to Starbucks. Yay! All right, good job. Okay, I have a question for you for next week. Here is the question. What is our goal? In our lesson, I talked about having a goal. It was our theme. What is our goal? So give me your answer, email address on the screen, send it to me, and good luck. See you next week.